Hi students, good morning. This semester I will be taking a new subject which is known as application development using Python. It is a new subject which has been introduced recently, and Python is very powerful language and it is widely used language everywhere. Nowadays it is used everywhere, so that you must learn compulsorily and you must give more focus on this language. Okay, it is having wide applications everywhere in almost all the software domains. It is being used. Data science, okay, it is widely used in data science, data analytics, okay, and it is the favorite language of data scientists. Similarly, it is also used in machine learning for automation. Then similarly it is also used widely in web development. Okay, there are web development. Whenever we say web development, there will be scripting in the server side. The server side scripting or the server side programming is widely is done by using Python. Okay, Django and Flask are famous frameworks for the development. Okay, and when it comes to definitely you must learn that. Okay, now when it comes to the features of Python, okay, it's a very simple language. It's very simple language. Whenever I say simple, it's syntax, the way we write the syntax. Okay, and it is an object-oriented language. You must know the various examples for object-oriented languages like C++, Java, .NET, Ruby, R language, Smalltalk, and various other languages are based on object-oriented language. That means everything is considered as an object. Okay, and next it is an interpreted language. That means it will be executed line by line, or it will be debugged line by line. If it encounters any error in a particular line, it will be stopped there and it will not go ahead. Okay, these are the important features of the Python. Okay, and it is an open source. Python is an open source. Many of the people they contribute for Python programming. That's why it is widely used. Okay, now when it comes to the syllabus, in the first module you are going to learn about the expressions, flow controls, precedence of operators, and the basic things. Okay, and you must know about the shell. Okay, initially the Python used to run through the command line. Okay, in this textbook I have copied the textbook content into the web document, in this document. So you can see in this example 2 plus 2. Okay, it has been entered directly in the command prompt. Whenever we say the command prompt, you can see the 3 greater than symbols. They are it indicates that it's a command prompt. So we can directly enter an expression, and if we type enter, you will get the output 2 plus 2. If we enter that, we will get the 4 as the output. Similarly, if you see here, we can directly enter an operand 2. Okay, 2 is an operand. If we type enter after typing 2, you will get the 2 as the output. Okay, now the next thing is one more thing, expressions. Whenever we say an expression, it is the combination of operators and the operands. You must know about the various types of operators. Okay, we can focus mainly on this exponent operator. 2 times if you write asterisk, that is an exponent operator. If we want 10 raised to 3, okay, 10 raised to 3, 10 asterisk 3. Similarly here he has explained you 2 raised to 3, that will be 8. And similarly modulus operator, everybody knows modulus operators. It is used for finding out the remainder. The next thing is the floated quotient. Okay, quotient. If you want, whenever we are dividing any number, if we want the quotient, only the integer part of the quotient, then we can use 2 times slashes like this. Okay, it is also important. Now the next thing is division operator. As you know, it is used to find out the quotient. In the quotient we can get the decimal part also, and you know all the basic arithmetic operators, into, minus, plus, all these are arithmetic operators. And then the next thing is precedence. Okay, the order in which it executes, or the priority of each individual operator. This is in this example you can see 2 plus 3 into 6. Asterisk is having more priority, high priority, that's why it is executed first. 3 into 6 is 18, 18 plus 2 is 20. If you consider the next example, 2 plus 3 into 6, 2 plus 3, that is executed first because it is in brackets. Bracket is having highest priority than hashtag. Okay, that's why 5 into 6 is 30. Okay, first 2 plus 3 is executed, that is replaced with 5. 5 into 6 is 30. Okay, now the next thing is, this example is to show that we can multiply a big number. Okay, even the result is also a very big number. And the next one is 2 raised to 8. We will get 256. Similarly, 23 divided by 7, we will get some quotient. Similarly, 23 float operator 7. Okay, 23 divided by float operator 7, it gives you 3. 3 as a quotient. Only here you must focus that we are getting only the integer part of it. Okay, now then the next thing is 23 modulus 7. It gives you the remainder. And okay, now the next example you can see here, it is an big expression. It is an big expression where it consists of multiple parentheses. We'll get 16 as the result. We can see how it explores, okay, or how it executes. We can see here multiple brackets are there. Every bracket will be having equal priority, but how to proceed? We are going, bracket is an left to right associated operator. Okay, that's why we will start executing from left side. So 5 minus 1 is executed first. After that, the second bracket, it has 2 more brackets, inner brackets in it. Okay, so inner brackets, again 2 inner brackets, they will also be executed in left to right order. So 7 plus 1 is 8 and 3 minus 1 is 2. In the next step we will multiply 4 into 4.0. We will get 16 as the result. Okay, this is known as bracket is a left to right associated operator. Since we will be also having right to left associated operators also. Equal to is an example for right to left associated operator. If we consider A is equal to B is equal to C, first the value of C is assigned to B, then B value is assigned to A. Okay, so is equal to, or the assignment operator is example for the right to left associated. You must know the associativity, probably you may be learned in the first year. Now the next concept is the data types. Okay, you must know all the basic types, basic data types, int, float, string, all those things. String, you can see in this example, integers. For integers he has given -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 0 is also considered as an integer. Whenever we say integers, we will be having positive numbers and negative numbers also. Floating point numbers, here we will be having the floating point numbers 1.25, -1.25, -0, -0.5, 1.25, etc. Next, if you see the strings. Strings is a data type where it's a combination of characters. It is enclosed in single quotes. You can see A is enclosed in single quotes. Hello, you can see the hello. It is also enclosed within single quotes. Anything, a group of characters enclosed within a single quotes is known as a strings. String is another data type. The next concept is string concatenation. Whenever we want to combine two strings, that is known as concatenation. Combining of two strings is known as concatenation. So if you see in this example, Alice plus Bob, Alice plus Bob, Alice plus Bob. Okay, Alice is a string, first string, and Bob is the second string. We are combining by using plus operator, so that becomes Alice Bob. Similarly, we can't combine integer and string. Alice is a string, but 42 is not a string. You can see that there are not single quotes, so we'll get an error. So the next concept you can see here, whatever I'm executing, I'm doing that one as a red color. Alice into star into or asterisk, that is known as the repetition operator. Okay, asterisk here, it is known as repetition operator. Alice into 5, that means it will print Alice string 5 times. But we can't multiply Alice and Bob, because Alice is also string and Bob is also a string there. Alice is also a string and Bob is also a string. Now the next concept is about variables. Everybody knows what is a variable. Variable is a name given to the memory location where we can store the values. Where it's like a container. Where we can store the values. In this example, you can see spam is a variable and 42 is the value in it. We can store multiple values in the variables. You can see first, in the first example, spam is equal to 40. Okay. Whenever we type a spam there, we are going to get 40 as the output. In the next example, x is assigned with 2. So the value of x is 2. So in the next example, he will add spam and x. That becomes 42. Okay. Similarly, one more time spam. 42 plus 2 is 44. 44 plus 40 is 82. Okay, we are going to get 82. Okay, so this is the example for using the variables. How we are initializing. How we can initialize the variable spam with 40, or the variable x with 2. Okay, like that. Here we can directly initialize the variables. That's the concept is known as initialization. Here spam. In the next example, you can see here. Spam is initialized with hello. Okay, we are initializing spam variable with a string. Okay, whenever we type enter after spam, we are going to get hello as the output. So in the next example, spam is assigned with goodbye. If you type spam and then if you type enter, we are going to get goodbye. Okay. Now the next thing is variable names. You must know the naming conventions, how to name the variables. Spam is a variable. Okay. If you take the programming in C, probably you may be given the names like int a, comma b. A is the variable name and b is the variable name. Now how to do the namings? Okay, that is known as namkarana. Okay, how we are going to do the namkarana? There are some rules. It must be only one word. Okay, we should not have any spaces in the characters, in between the characters, and there will be only few characters which are allowed inside the group. Okay, and it should not begin with a number. All these kind of rules are known as naming rules. Okay, rules for naming. Now there are different. I want to tell you one more thing. There are different versions: Python 1, Python 2, Python 3. Now when it comes to the Python 3, okay, now we are using Python 3. In this Python 3, there is relaxation for the naming rules. Okay, because everywhere we are using different types of names. That's why there will be some relaxation. The next concept is you can see in this example where we are checking whether it's a valid name or not. Balance is a valid name because it has all the characters. All of them are characters. No special symbols is there. But when it comes to current underscore balance or hyphen balance, hyphens are not allowed, so it's not a valid name. Okay. Similarly, you can see here underscore spam. Underscore should not be used in the beginning, so it's an invalid thing. So like that, account 4, it's a valid name. Now the next thing is writing a program. Okay, here we are writing with a program. I will increase the font. I'll explain you a simple program. This is a comment. Okay, anything that begins with hash. any statement that begins with a hash is known as a comment, one, that is indicated with one. And the next thing is two, print hello world. We are using print statements to print any content. And you must know whatever we write within the single quotes, that will be displayed as it is, okay, on the screen. And similarly we are giving a message like what is your name. Next, input is like scanf. Input reads the content from the user keyboard and stores in the variable my name. Okay, now after that we are printing in the fourth line. If you see in the fourth line, you can see here hello world. We are printing that in the fourth line. We are printing that it is a good to meet you. Okay, and we are giving the variable name. Okay, whatever the user enters, that name will be displayed as it is. You will get a message like it is a good to meet you. If I enter say some name XYZ, so you will get a message like it is good to meet you XYZ. And it will, the next statement, the fifth statement, the length of your name is, okay, if I type enter, you will get the length of your name is 3. Okay, for that we are using a function like len. Len is an inbuilt function. Len is an inbuilt function. Okay, now we are going to do the dissection of this program. Dissection is nothing but we are going to see each individually. It has been explained each individually. That's what the dissection of a program is. Okay, what is print statement? Okay, how to read input, second statement, third statement, fourth statement will be explained line by line. Okay, that's what the dissecting of your program. So it talks about the comment. Anything that begins with hash is known as the comment. Now the next thing is print function. It talks about the print function that is used to display the data onto the screen. Okay, here hello world is printed. In the second statement you can see the hello world is printed, and what is your name is also printed on the screen. Okay, if you want to print anything on the screen, we must use the print statement. Okay, and the next thing is input. Input function is to read the data from the keyboard. Okay, you can see in this example input is equal to my name. Input will be waiting for the user to enter. Okay, now after that we are displaying the username. Okay, we are giving a message print it's a good to meet you. Okay, and the next thing is length function. You can see in the fifth statement the length of your name is, okay, length of my name. All these are library functions. Length is a library function. Okay, now I will take a pause now, and I will try to explain you in Jupyter Notebook. Okay, we can execute Python in I'll show you some hands-on. We can execute Python in various platforms. We can run through the command line, or we can run through the PyCharm. Okay, PyCharm is one of the software which is used to execute the Python. Similarly, there is one more thing like Anaconda. Okay, Anaconda is an integrated development environment where we will be having multiple IDEs put together. So here we are using Jupyter Notebook. Okay, I'll show you how to run the program in the Jupyter Notebook. First, I'll give you introduction about the Jupyter Notebook, the tools, the menus, and then I'll execute you. I'll try to execute few things. Okay. Okay, let me introduce about the Jupyter Notebook. Jupyter Notebook. Um, Here you can see this is known as the Jupyter Notebook. Here we'll be having the multiple menus in it. Okay, file menu, edit menu, view menu, insert menu, cell, like that. Then we'll be having the different tools here. Now this green color one is known as one cell. Okay, it's a collection of statements, or it may be a single statement. For example, we need to type here print. We can type here print. Okay, hello, welcome, hello students, welcome to the Python world. Okay, after that, here you can see we can give the double quotes also, or we can give the single quotes also. Okay, after this, if you want to run, click on run, you'll get the message here only, here itself. Hello students, welcome to the Python world. Okay, similarly, if I want to take any element from the user, say I'll be using that one as input. Okay, and I'll take a number as a is equal to input. So in the input we can give some message also, like enter a number. Okay, now after that we will use the print. Print of a. When you run this, you're going to get a message like this: enter a number. I'll enter 100 or 1000. After that, enter. When you type enter, that 1000 will be printed. Here you must know input. Okay, input will be waiting for the user to enter something. These are the few examples. Okay, a new cell. Whenever we want to type something, a new cell will be automatically executed. So here you can see here. These are the different tools here. We can save it. Okay, floppy symbol is to save it. If you want to add one more cell, we can click on plus. You can see that. You can see that multiple. You focus on the blue colored one. Whenever I click on plus symbol, that blue colored row is going down by down. One more time. Okay. Similarly, if I want to delete that, or if you want to delete that, you can use this scissor symbol. Cut. That is used for cutting. Okay. That is used for cutting. The next thing is this is for navigation. This arrow mark. If you want to move, if you want to come to the first cell, you can use this. See here, the current cell has been moved to the top. Similarly, if you want to come down, okay, we can move the current cell to the downside. We can by using these things. Similarly, we can click on run. Now I'll open this thing. Okay, I have typed the textbook contents in the September 1 class _class this notebook. Already I did it. Okay, I'll try to execute them. I have executed them. Just I'll clear the things. If you want to clear the content, you need to click on cell, all output and clear. Okay, you can see that I have typed all the programs that has been given in the textbook. So if you see in this first one, I have directly entered an operator, an operand 2. Okay, after that you can use run command. When I run that, you are going to get see the output. Okay, 2. We are going to get the 2 as the output. And now we will execute the second cell, 2 plus 2. Whenever I type enter, you are going to get the output as 4. Now you can see an expression here, 2 plus 3 into x into 6. Okay, we are going to get 20 as the output. Okay, similarly, if 2 plus 3 is enclosed within the parenthesis, the value will be changed because parenthesis will be executed first. When you run that, you are going to get 30 as the output. Okay, and you can see in the next step, it's a very big number. Even the result, you can see, you can see here, it's a very big number. Okay, now I will execute the power or the exponent. 2 raised to 6, that is 64. Say for example, I want to make this one as 10 raised to 3. Okay, when you run this, you are going to get 1000 as the output. Now the next thing is floor quotient. Okay, that means we want only the integer part of the quotient. When you run this, we are going to get 3.3, only 3. You can see here. If I remove this, and if I try to execute, we are going to get 3.5. okay. Now it's about the strings. I told you I have written 3 strings here: Alice, Bob and John. Alice is a string because it is enclosed within a single quotes. Bob is a string because it's I have enclosed within a single quotes. John is a string I have enclosed within a single quotes. So I'm combining them by using concatenation operator, that is plus. When I run this, you are going to get Alice, Bob, John. Alice, Bob and John. Okay. Now after that, I'll try to execute one more example: Ash plus Ramya. Okay. When I run that, you are going to get Ash Ramya. Okay. Ash Ramya. If you see the next example, repetition operator. I told you asterisk is a repetition operator. When you run that, you are going to get Ash 1000 times. Ash is 1000 times. Okay. Now the next thing, I don't want Ash. I want Ash. Okay. Now I want to print that one as say 500 times or 5000 times. Okay. Click on run. You can see there, Ash 5000 times. Okay, that makes a difference. Now the next example, I have given this example. The next example, okay, I have given this example because I want to show that Python is a case sensitive language. Okay, the first city is Bengaluru, written in small letters, but whenever it comes to the city 2, it is written in capitals. So they both are different. Okay, for that we are using one more operator, is. Okay, it's a keyword. Whatever we get in green colored in this platform, it is considered as a keyword. If you want to compare, city 1 is city 2. Okay, it returns false or true. If it is it returns false or true. Okay, if it is same means it will return true. If it is false means false means it will return false. Okay, shift enter. So here it is small b, first letter is small b and second letter is capital B here. So they are not equal. That's why you are going to get the output as false. Say I will change that one to small b, capital B and capital B. Again, if you run it, you are going to get as true here. Okay. Now similarly, I'll change this one to B, small b. Here also I'll make that one as small b. When I run this, it is true again. Okay. Similar. If I want the length of city 1. Okay, so what is the length of city 1 here? Length of city 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, probably you must get 9. 9 as the output. You can see here the city length is 9. Say here I will change Bangalore is Silicon City. Okay, I love Bangalore. Allow it very much. Okay, so when I run this, okay, it's not equal, it's okay. Now I'll execute this. We're going to get 45. There are nearly 45 letters are there. Okay, so length is a function. So length is a function which is used to find out the number of characters in a particular string. Okay, now we can discuss about the variables. Okay, we can do about the variables. Say for example, x is equal to 100. I'll type enter. Shift. See, I have initialized x with 100. After that, I have typed in x and you shift enter. Okay, so you got the output as 100. We can directly type x, or we can write print x. Print x. Shift enter. Okay, you are going to get 100 as the output. Say for example, I'll write y is equal to 200. Okay, y is equal to 200. Again, one more time, I'll write print. This time I want to print x and y. Okay, so shift enter. X is 100 and y is 200. Say I want the say if you want to print the complete message, the first number is 100 or the second number is 200. If you want like that, we can give the message like first number is, okay, enclose that, use a colon. Okay, after that you give comma. Similarly, second number is, okay, close the quotes, you comma. Okay, now after that you run it, you'll get the first number is 100 and the second number is 200. Say if you want to get the sum of these two numbers, so again you can give here print sum is, okay, sum is, here you can directly write x plus y, shift enter. So what is the mistake here? I did not give comma, so shift enter. So sum is 300. Okay, so the sum is 300. Now we will write a simple program for average. We will read the 5 subject marks. And we will print the average of the 5 subjects. Okay, and we will try to read the name of that particular student. Similarly, his register number. Okay, we will try to do that. Okay, say for example, I'll give the message like input, enter your name, okay, that can be stored in name, the variable name, but it must be converted into string. Okay, okay, after that print your name is, okay, give your name is, then you write the name of the variable, and we will try to execute it. See, this is the advantage of this Jupyter notebook. Okay, enter. We got some message like I will enter Ram, and then enter. So your name is Ram. Okay, after that I'll try to give a message like enter your roll number. Roll number will be an integer, is it? Roll number will be an integer. Okay, I'll give roll number. Roll number is equal to, and that is an integer. That's why we are writing here int. Okay, after that we must give message like input, enter your roll number. Okay, now print. Okay, your roll number is, you colon, and the roll number will be stored in, you can give the name of the variable, roll number. Okay, now you try to run it. So it is asking for name. I'll give run once again. Roll number is 100. Okay, your roll number is 100. Now after this, say for example, I'll give you a message like enter your first subject marks, and marks will be maybe float. So I'll take that one as m1. M1 is equal to, we'll give some message like and I'll copy this one only. I'll try to copy this one only. Copy, and I'll try to paste it. So here the message must be different. Enter your first subject marks. Okay, that is M1. Okay, similarly I'll take M2. I'll copy this one 5 times. Okay, I'll copy this one 5 times because 5 subjects, for 5 subjects. Copy. Right click on this. Right click on this. Okay. So okay, I'll try to type it out. Int input enter the double single quotes, enter, enter, second subject marks, second subject marks. Okay, I'll remove the you are here. Okay, similarly I'm trying to copy it, but it's not happening, so I'll take one more. We can restrict only for 3 subjects. So int input, enter, third subject marks, Okay, now we will enter 3 times. Now the next thing is average is equal to m1 plus m2 plus m3. Okay, now you can give that one in the brackets, after that divided by 3. Now you print a message like your average marks is your average marks is, okay, u colon, but this must be placed within the single quotes. Okay, now what is the variable? That is avg. Okay, avg. Now you run this, shift enter. I'll try to tell you the shortcuts also. Shift enter is to run it. Say I will enter the name as Ram, I will enter the roll number as 100, first subject marks as 100, second subject marks as 98, okay, third subject marks as 78. Okay, so you got the average. Your average marks is 92.8. Okay, now okay, this computes the average of finding the average of marks for 3 marks. If it was for 5 subjects, you can give them same matches for 5 times. Okay, as of now I have restricted you to repeat this statement multiple times, but we can use this one with using the for loops and all, which you are going to learn in the later sessions. Okay, so in this session what you have learned is Python. Why Python is used? Why Python we must learn? Why we need to scratch our head to learn the Python? Okay, Python is very popular language. It is widely used everywhere in the software industry. It's very simple. Okay, you will learn it. You will love it as soon as you programmed. I have learned various languages, but I felt very happy, and it will be very fun while typing the Python. Okay, I'll be enjoying while doing the Python programming language because it's very simple. And we must know the applications. It is used everywhere. Data science, machine learning, server-side programming, web development, client-side programming, everywhere. Okay, nowadays almost all the frameworks is based on Python. Okay, now the next thing you learned is the features. Okay, like it's an object-oriented language, it is an interpreted language, it's a simple language. Okay, and it's an object-oriented language. All those concepts you learned. Then in this session I told you about the basics, about the language basics like expressions. Okay, we directly started from the expressions. You need to know about the expressions. What is the definition of expression? What is a variable? How to define the variables? Okay, and you must know the operators, precedence of operators. Then I told you the introduction about the Jupyter notebook. Whatever you are seeing on the screen is the Jupyter notebook. Okay, I have explained you the different the components in it. Okay, cells and the different menus, and I tried to execute all the few things, and even we learned the few functions like length, okay, print, input. Okay, similarly variable, and we have written a program for addition for finding out the average of three subjects. Okay. Okay, thank you.